Okay, gentlemen, good luck today. Jason Simpson and John.
And away we go. Once upon a time in Conway, South Carolina, we have Sun Belt football. Alongside former Clemson and NFL defensive end Ricky Sapp, I'm Sam Wiederhaft, getting set for the Chanticleers and the Warhawks. Ricky, it's October. It's spooky season weather. It's raining like crazy. It's windy. It's a little cooler. Definitely football weather, but could pose as a challenge to both teams.
That's right, S-Dub. And I'm excited to be in Brookside tonight on the surf turf. Coastal Carolina has a chance to add a division win tonight. They can do that by tadding the offense, getting going early, being consistent, don't beat themselves, no penalties. ULM coming off a tough loss against Northwestern. Coach Vincent said, a good beating will make you angry.
That's
so
right.
I'm sure they're going to apply that tonight.
We'll take a look at our impact players, a few players we're keeping our eye on for tonight's matchup. ULM loves to run the football, and Braylon McReynolds is their guy.
They call him Bam, and Coach Vincent said that he's amazing at change direction. 6 yards per carry right now. He's going to be key tonight.
And Coastal's Zeke Durham Campbell, he's going to be the guy they turn to try and stop that rush.
Zeke, I ran to him, and he said they call him Zeke the Freak. Having a freaky year. He got 4 tackles for loss, 3 sacks. He's going to be key to that run tonight.
For more on tonight's matchup, we go down to Haley Nitchie, who's hopefully staying dry down there. Chanticleers come in 2-3 overall on the season. A loss last weekend to Old Dominion. 1-1 so far in Sun Belt play, with their one win being over South Alabama. ULM, oh, Ricky, you mentioned it, a tough loss to Northwestern last weekend. Overall on the season, they're 3-2. They're 3-2 with one win against Arkansas State in the inaugural Rice Bowl that was played a few weekends ago. But this is an environment that we have not seen this season, raining pretty hard.
Yeah. And as you said earlier, it's spooky season with rain. It doesn't get any better than that for football.
Just tried to open the window of the broadcast booth. The rain just came flooding in, so that's not going to be an option. But Coastal Carolina trying to get another Sun Belt win after a big win in their Sun Belt opener against South Alabama, 38-20. It was a setback last weekend on the road to Old Dominion.
And we talked to Coach Beck. You know, he said some of the things that they want to do is go back to what they did against South Alabama. Get going early and make big plays on 3rd down.
Chanticleers will be receiving first. That's Jacob Green, the kicker for ULM, who started this Monday. They've had some problems with injuries at the kicking position. Jacob Green answers the campus-wide email, and now he's kicking off to start this one. Everybody all set. Squib kick up the middle. We are underway from Conway.
And S-Dub, you're talking about coming in on your first game here in the surf turf. You just walked in, had a workout. What an amazing opportunity that is for him.
Dominic nicely on the return. That was blown dead right when he got it on a short squib kick. So the Chanticleers will start inside their own 20-yard line with their quarterback, Tad Hudson, who in this game, Ricky, is going to try and find some synergy with those receivers, but with the weather the way it is, Coastal might rely on their run game pretty heavily tonight.
Well, the big thing for Tad is get going and be consistent. Let the game kind of come to him. Got to cut down on turnovers.
Hudson last weekend, 19 for 30 with 108 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He throws the ball in the first play. It's caught at the 25-yard line and down to the 30. That's Brooks Johnson. A couple of receptions for 11 yards against ODU, and he gets Coastal their first down.
And we see they're going to hurry up right here. That's what he needs, something quick to get him going.
They run the ball with Simpkins, not going that far. Maybe a few yards on the carry, and that's what ULM is really good at, stopping the rush. They've done that very well so far this season, only allowing 116.8 rushing yards a game.
I think it starts with those linebackers. They do a great job of getting to the ball and making tackles.
In their lone Sun Belt game, they held Arkansas State to only 12 yards rushing the whole game. Hudson fakes it. Quarterback keeper, he slides around the 37. And that'll set up a 3rd and about 4 for the Chanticleers.
And that's what I'm saying right there is you have to get your quarterback in this game early and fast. Get him going, get him comfortable, get him some confidence.
A completion on his first pass. It's been back-to-back running plays.
The Warhawks showing blitz right there off the edge.
Coming into this game, Hudson has thrown for 3 touchdowns. 257 yards. He's passing on 3rd down. Hudson rolling out. Looking for somebody. Takes it himself. Has the 1st down and more to midfield.
That's a great job right there. Looking downfield, don't see nothing. Make a play with his feet. And that's something that he can do. He can run it when he has to run it, but he can also sit in the pocket and throw the ball.
The Chanticleers have yet to score in the first quarter this season. Hudson in this offense tried to change it as Simpkins takes the ball to the 45, 46-yard line. 2nd down coming up for Coastal Carolina. A little beat up on both sides of the ball. We'll talk about it later, but Shane Bruce, leading tackler, is out for this game. As Simpkins takes it once more, trying to dance around. He gets to the 45. Now check that. Hudson took the ball. That sets up a 3rd and long for Coastal.
You talk about being beat up. The offensive line has been a struggle all year for them. A lot of guys in and out. It's kind of hard for the quarterback to get going and stay consistent when you don't have an offensive lineman that had all been together for the whole season so far.
And Coach Beck talked about that with us earlier this week, trying to find some consistency with some injuries up front.
Free play right here.
Flag on the play. Hudson going down the sideline. Knocked incomplete, but like you said, Ricky, there's a flag.
Offside. Defense, number 14. In the neutral zone with the snap. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down. So
Coastal will take that offsides call and move up a few yards. Makes this 3rd down a little bit easier. And Ricky, with this environment, this is like a bring your own energy kind of game.
Yeah, you have to. You got rain. You know, a lot of fans decide to stay home. You got to bring your own energy. You got to create something right here.
Freshman Dominic Nicely is the running back on 3rd and short. It goes to Nicely, and he's got the 1st up near the 35.
One thing Coach has done a great job of this year is using all running backs.
Simpkins, Javon Edwards, Dominic Nicely, Jalen John, all getting in the mix for Coastal. Handoff once again. And not going too far as the ULM defensive line stops that play. Gain of about 3 for Nicely. O'Brien Vincent, the Warhawks head coach, stressed to us that their philosophy, establish the run and stop the run. That's how they win games.
They go slow. They want to eat up much of that play clock as they can and keep their defense off the field. Something you don't really see in college football today.
Man in motion for Hudson. Gets the ball on the end around to the near sideline, out of bounds. And it's Robbie Washington.
Washington does a great job right there, getting around and then getting some green right there.
1st down for Coastal at the 26. Washington did not have a reception against ODU last weekend. Handoff goes to Edwards. He goes out wide up to the 20. Wrapped up and taken down for a gain of about 5 yards.
I really like what the OC right now is doing right now for coaching right now. Kind of keeping the Warhawks kind of off balance right now. Going fast, going slow, but then going hurry up.
Now, Ricky, Coastal also in this first drive using the whole field and bouncing it out wide really well so far.
And that's one thing Coach Beck said. He said he want to go where they ain't. That means he wants to create space and go where there's not a lot of guys on defense.
Exactly. Washington in motion once again. Hudson feels the pressure, gets away. He's going to take it himself into the red zone and more to the 10-yard line. Gets away to the 5.
And Tad makes it an unbelievable play right there.
We know Hudson can run. He's done it a few times this year, but this time he shows off the moves.
Watch the shoulder drop right here. Miss that sack, then get upfield and see green. That's an incredible job with him using his feet.
Bad snap. Hudson has to fall on it at the 12-yard line. And that's that. Those are the elements here, Ricky, getting in the way.
And that's what we talked about earlier. If they can get going earlier, cut down on the penalties, they can't beat themselves. It's there, but they have to be consistent in making these plays.
Just went in and out of his hands. Hudson not wearing any gloves. Neither is the running back, Javen Simpkins. Trying to deal with this rain here on 2nd and goal. Hudson passing, lost the ball again. Falls on it around the 22-yard line, just slipped right out of his hands.
SW, you just said it. No gloves for him and the running back. I wonder if they heard you. I don't know. But that's interesting when you have this kind of weather to not wear gloves. In my mind, I think, do you try to go out and beat the rain and be tough, or do you put on gloves to be safe?
Oh, it's an interesting call, and Coastal honestly passing it more than I thought they would here on this first drive. Hudson's 2 for 2, but now it's a 3rd and goal from the Warhawk 22-yard line. Play clock at 7. Hudson passing. Little screen pass intended for Graves. It's low and incomplete.
Almost looked like Howard came up with an interception right there.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. 4th down.
He bounces up, but the referee on the near sideline immediately waved incomplete after the pass, and a promising drive for Coastal is now going to result in a long field goal try for Kian Afrukte.
Almost letting the ball didn't hit the ground.
A 39-yard try for Kian Afrukte. Trying to put Coastal on top first. Afrukte's kick is up. And good. And those are the first quarter points for the Chanticleers this season. Afrukte knocks through his 4th field goal of the year. It's 3-0 Chanticleers after their first drive. This is going to be hard, man. This is going to be really hard. I opened that thing and I got... yard field goal by Kian Afrukte. Saw a lot of positive things on that first drive there, Ricky. Chanticleers moving the ball and then had some fumble issues with the wet football in the red zone.
Well, we talked about it earlier. They got to get going early, and I think they did a great job of having him build his confidence. He got going with some good plays, then got down to the red zone and had some more issues with keeping the ball in their hands.
Coastal shaves off over 6 minutes here in the first quarter on their opening drive as Philip LaForge sets up to kick off to ULM as they get ready for their first offensive drive. Returning for the Warhawks, Jake Godfrey. And he will let that one go into the end zone. So here comes the Warhawks offense led by Aiden Armenta, the redshirt sophomore. Started off at New Mexico with Bryant Vincent, who was there and then came over to ULM as the head coach. He took Armenta with him, and so far it's been a solid season for the quarterback.
And he called Armenta, he said he's a football junkie. Now that's something you want to hear about your quarterback. I mean, he's all in, and it sounds like he's an amazing leader.
55 for 96, 573 yards, 6 tutties, 3 interceptions on the season so far.
Tutties, I like that stuff.
129 yards against Northwestern. First ball is a handoff on the first play for ULM, a flag in the backfield. As they move up to the 29-yard line, I believe Braylon McReynolds got that first carry.
Offense, number 52. 10-yard penalty, still first down.
Right away, we see McReynolds coming out and showing what Coach Vincent said. He said he does an amazing job of changing direction. He said they run that outside, inside zone. For a running back, you need a running back that can put his foot in the ground and change direction. First play, we see McReynolds do that, a.k.a. Bam.
And you're going to see ULM run out of the pistol a majority of the time. One of the heaviest pistol running teams in the entire country. Handoff on the second play. Coastal's not letting that one go anywhere. Tackle near the 11-yard line, and it's Dante Lunan that gets in to stop it.
And you talk about stepping up. You don't have your leader in the game. You need your young linebackers to step up and play well this game.
2nd and 20 with this play coming up as McReynolds got the handoff and Lunan just broke right through, and he's going to have to take up a big role in this game with Shane Bruce not playing for the Chanticleers.
And when you have your lead on the defense out, it's very important. Like I said, it's very important that the younger guys pick up.
Handoff to McReynolds once again. He tries to bounce out wide, finds some open space, wrapped up and brought down at the 17-yard line. Noah Arinze with the tackle, the Sun Belt Defensive Player of the Week a few weeks ago after South Alabama. That sets up a 3rd and very long.
Very important for Coastal, like I was saying, to pick up where Shane left off and lead this team.
Against Northwestern, ULM was held to 87 rushing yards. And now they go with an empty backfield on 3rd and 17. Here comes the running back. Armenta hands it off. I believe that's Lewis across the 20-yard line to the 25 at the original line of scrimmage, but nowhere close to a first down.
The defense does a great job right here going 3 and out.
Coastal provides the pressure, a big tackle in the backfield by Lunan. And ULM will punt this ball to the Chanticleers.
I want people to understand how important it is when you lose your leader, not only using his play, but you're losing his words as well.
Punt by Mackenzie Ryan. Fielded at the 39-yard line by Graves. He's knocked. A helmet comes loose. And Graves spins around to the 41-yard line. And the Chanticleers will get the ball back when we come back. Already a 3-0 lead and a chance to add to it on the other side. Let's take a look at our 2 quarterbacks entering this game tonight. Tad Hudson, 429 passing yards, only rushed for 5, but had a big rush on that first drive for the Chanticleers that set up the field goal. Hayden Armenta on the other side, 63 rushing yards, 573 passing yards, 7 total touchdowns. They've both thrown a trio of interceptions as Tad Hudson is back on the surf turf. Coastal up 3-0. And a big stop defensively. And Ricky starting off with good field position here at their own 46-yard line.
Yeah, and you want to see Tad come out and kind of build off of what they did. Not the turnovers, but you want to see him come out and build off what they did on the last drive and get some momentum and get in the box and score 6.
Hudson was struggling with the rain. Had dropped 2 footballs that dropped Coastal back, and now they reverse it twice. Washington has the football up to midfield and across, or excuse me, to the 46-yard line.
And that's Perkins McAllister right there, trying to make the boom right there, lowering the shoulder, making the play.
Sean started at their own 41. Washington gets to the 45.
I like what they're doing right now, offense right now. They are keeping the Warhawks right now kind of off balance right now with the play call.
Oh, and getting Washington more involved. After he didn't do anything against Old Dominion. No receptions on the year. 8 receptions coming into this game for 60 yards and 1 touchdown. He's also rushed the ball a few times, 3 times coming into tonight. As you see, Joe Hansen, the tackle for the Chanticleers, he's taken off after an injury on that last play. Coastal's already had plenty of injuries to that offensive line.
Yeah, that injury bug has been definitely hitting that offensive line heavy all season so far.
Daniel Jones steps in as the right tackle. 2nd and 6. Low snap. Handoff to Simpkins. He's got room across midfield. Stays on his feet. Simpkins across the 30 to the 20. Inside the red zone. And the ball pops out at the end of the play. Still on the ground. Coastal says they have it. A late fumble at the end of the rush by Simpkins. Coastal keeps it, and it's inside their own 5.
And you talk about a play in the rain. What an incredible play right there. Losing the ball, but I think they recovered it back.
Well, we knew with the elements that this was going to be a sloppy game. No matter how you draw it up. Coastal's already lost it 3 times. They've recovered it all 3 times. Simpkins, though, with a big rush, able to find the gap and show the speed down the field.
Right there, you're talking about we are on the surf turf.
We got a loose ball recovered by ULM. Player was down before he lost possession of the ball. It'll be ULM ball, 1st and 10 this way.
Recovered by ULM. That's the call on the field. The Warhawks get it. And the Chanticleers turn it over. We'll see this one more time. Simpkins extremely frustrated.
He does a great job putting his foot in the ground and getting green right here. Right here is where the ball starts coming loose a little bit right here.
Ripped out at the end inside the 10-yard line. Still bounced around inside the 5. They have it marked at the 9-yard line. It was ripped out by Marcus Ross, the redshirt junior linebacker. Transfer from Mississippi State.
The previous play is under video.
They'll take a look at it one more time. Call on the field now as ULM recovered the fumble. It's at the Warhawk 9-yard line.
Well, you talk about being on the surf turf. That play right there, it looked like they had a surf under their feet, moving around all on the turf right there.
Well, ULM pounced on it first, and then it came out again. There was a second pile inside the 5-yard line, and that's where it looked like Coastal had gotten it back.
Yeah, you talk about the weather conditions tonight. Holding on to that ball is going to be key for all running backs.
Let's see it one more time, and let's pay attention to when they blow this one dead as well. That whistle was blown before the second pile, before it came out again. It was blown as the ball was on the ground.
Definitely sounded like it, but that was a great job by Ross coming over the top and going for the ball.
Ross had 4 total tackles against Northwestern, 15 on the season, with 1 tackle for loss coming into this game. Missed all but 1 game last year at Mississippi State. It's a 46-yard rush for Javen Simpkins. But right now, a tough call for our referees to make with that whistle happening as the ball was being fought for.
And we heard the whistle. We heard the whistle early, so not sure how they're going to call this one right here.
Chanticleers coming into this game with 13 turnovers, the second most in the entire country. Simpkins elects to go without the gloves on this rainy evening. It's ripped out by Ross. ULM had 3 players try and bounce on it, and then another recovery by Coastal, but the whistle was blown before that happened.
Here's a call from the ref.
Yeah, here we go.
After video review, the ball was not securely possessed by ULM. It was an immediate recovery by Coastal Carolina. The first recovery by Coastal Carolina at the 9-yard line.
Chanticleers keep it.
That's what I was thinking, that's Dub. If you look at that replay, it looked like they came up with the ball, but we heard the whistle being blown early, though.
So a 46-yard rush for Javen Simpkins. They'll move it up to where that second pile was, inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for the Chants.
And now you look to Tad to kind of finish this drive and actually score 6 right here.
Edwards, the running back. Graves in motion. Edwards gets it. Tackled around the 4-yard line and stopped for a loss of 1 by ULM. Edwards rushed the ball 4 times for 13 yards against ODU last weekend. Has yet to score a touchdown this year. Coastal quickly. Edwards again up the middle. Down to the 3-yard line and thrown down hard.
That's Ross coming in, making the play again right there.
After causing the fumble, he comes up with a big tackle on 2nd and goal.
And right here, Coastal needs to do one thing. Click their heels and go home. There's no place like home.
3rd and goal from the 3. Hudson passing. Hudson gets away from the pressure. He barrels a man at the goal line and is stopped at the 1. Lewis. There's a flag on the play.
I thought he was going to leave the ground and go Superman right there. That's the
holding. Offense, number 61. 10-yard penalty.
See, right there is what they can't do. You can't get in the red zone and do that. You can't have penalties like that. They've been seeing that all year with beating themselves.
That's a holding on Julius Tate, the redshirt freshman.
Please reset the game clock to 4 minutes, 37 seconds. 4 minutes, 37 seconds.
Started against ODU last weekend. Here's the holding right there as Hudson fought to get into the end zone. It pushes Coastal back.
And I'm sure that has to be frustrating for the head coach when you talk about having injuries with their old line.
3rd and goal from the 13. Simpkins gets the handoff. Tries to bounce back to the middle. Another flag on the play as Simpkins got to about the 9. This one's going on Coastal again.
Another hold call.
Looks like back-to-back holdings on Coastal.
Holding. Offense, number 51. That penalty's declined. He's on the play 4th down.
Entering this game, Coastal is averaging 60 yards given up on penalties per game.
And that's rough, when you're talking about coming in a game like tonight with this kind of weather condition. You can only pray that they hold on to the ball and do a great job of not beating themselves.
It's Kian Afrute for his 2nd field goal try of the contest from 27 yards out. High snap. Afrute's kick, and he's got another. Afrute has knocked in 2 field goals tonight. Coastal with 6 points in the opening quarter and an early lead here in Conway. We welcome you all that are unfortunately unable to join us tonight, but it is a pretty heavy rainfall game so far, and it's playing into that so far in this contest, Ricky. I mean, the rain's affected Coastal in numerous ways, but they've driven down the field on their first 2 drives pretty well. That time just had some late penalties that pushed them back, but they still get points.
Yeah, and you know, going into this game we talked about, Coastal can't beat themselves. And when you have this kind of weather condition, I would think that they would find some gloves somewhere to put on their hands for this game.
LaForge to kick it off, back to ULM, who was stopped on their first offensive drive. Low kick this time. It'll be picked up at the 17-yard line. Bouncing out wide, across the 30, up to the 34-yard line. And that is where ULM will begin their 2nd drive of the contest. Didn't see too much from them, only 11 yards on that first drive. And Coastal able to put the pressure on, and more importantly, Ricky, stop the run, because that's what ULM does so frequently.
And they do a great job of eating that clock up, so Coastal has done a great job so far with stopping that run.
First play handoff up the middle. And this one will go for a first down to the 44-yard line.
That's that inside zone that Coach Vincent talked about. They are an inside zone and outside zone team.
That's McReynolds, who's averaging over 6 yards a carry so far this season.
Calling him Bam. Coach Vincent said he does a great job of putting his foot in the ground and changing direction.
Touchdown in back-to-back games against UTEP and Arkansas State before the Northwestern loss last weekend. ULM actually scored on their first drive of the game, and then were outscored 42-0 the rest of the way. Back-to-back handoffs to McReynolds. This time he's wrapped up and taken down for a loss.
That was big Trey Brown right there making the play, who I've been impressed by him all year. He's been getting better and better. Had a big hit last week, and to come and see him come out tonight and make that play, definitely love to see it. Love to see the defender get better.
Make that now 4.5 tackles for loss this season for Trey Brown.
And I love that celebration right there.
And Ricky, impressive for him to be able to hang on after that first contact and wrap him up by the legs.
Yeah, when you talk about this weather conditioning, that was a great job for him securing that tackle.
2nd and long for ULM.
They go in motion.
Out wide, complete at the 39-yard line, tackled for a gain of about 2. Dante Thomas right on it after the completion.
Well, it was a great job with Dante right there, being patient and then coming down and making that play.
3rd and long for ULM, who has not been able to get their offense to click so far in this first quarter.
And now it's 3rd down, and the only thing you want to hear is go get that quarterback. Go look to Zeke right here to make a play. Got 3 sacks, got 4 tackles for loss.
Sean showing blitz. They back up and rush 5. Armenta gets out of it. Armenta across midfield to the 49-yard line, but still 3 yards shy of the first down. There is a flag. It'll be a holding on ULM. Holding calls running rampant so far in this first quarter.
Not surprised when you have these kind of weather conditions.
Go for the previous
Those linemen tend to hold on a little tighter.
Offense, number 75.
Correction.
15-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
So it was hands to the face. I thought I saw a holding call on the first call, but it's hands to the face on ULM. On Q McBroom. And that pushes the Warhawks way back on this incoming 3rd down play. Back to the 28-yard line.
A lot of mess out there on the field tonight, not including the rain.
That's right. Call it 3rd and 27, and Coastal with their defensive backs set up way back to try and prevent a big play. Armenta hands it off to Lewis. Lewis gets positive yards to the 45-yard line. Still going. Lewis gets a first down on 3rd and 27.
And Lewis said, "Not today. I'm going to make a play." Wow. What an incredible job right there.
There are flags, and it looks like it's being called back on ULM again.
Wow. You're talking about a messy game.
Back-to-back plays.
Holding, offense, number 75. 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
There's the holding call. And ULM will continue to march back. I believe that was on Room again. Left tackle.
Yeah, back-to-back penalties on him.
Setting up for a 3rd and 27 again from the Warhawk 25-yard line. Little over a minute to go in the opening quarter. We'll see if Armenta airs it out here. Drops back. Armenta will run it himself. To the 30-yard line, tackled forward to about the 33.
And I meant to say, Lewis, I think I can do it too. And he tried to make a big play right there on 3rd and long.
Jaden Bryant comes up with the tackle, and the Warhawks are forced to punt once again. So take away that Lewis 28-yard rush on 3rd and 27, called back for a penalty. ULM punting once again from their own territory.
Well, right now we're seeing a lot of penalties from both sides of the ball, and you expect that with this kind of weather.
Bryson Graves set to return. High snap. Ryan's punt is low. Graves waiting, picks it up at the 23-yard line, almost lost it. Evades a tackle, goes the opposite direction, and Graves has some room. Graves the other way across midfield. He'll drop at the 47-yard line, and Coastal will start their drive in Warhawk territory.
And Graves does an amazing job of making something out of nothing. Goes and get a lot of green, makes some guys miss. An incredible job right there by Graves.
Coming into tonight, Graves had only had 4 punt returns for a total of 18 yards. That time, his return is 28 yards.
And he almost throwing the ball right there. They made some guys miss. He turned nothing into something like that. That was incredible to see.
Now we got Samari Collier coming in at quarterback for Coastal Carolina with 13 seconds to go in the first quarter.
I haven't seen a lot of him this year. They bring him in for that Wildcat offense every now and then.
He rushed twice against ODU. Hands it off to Dominic Nicely. And he will battle to the 46-yard line. And that will take us to the end of the quarter. Coastal knocks in a pair of field goals, and they've got the lead through the first 15 minutes. Back with more from Conway, Chanticleers, and Warhawks on ESPN+. It's Samari Collier in at quarterback for the Chanticleers. Couldn't quite see what's happened to Tad Hudson, but Collier is now taking the reins. Transferred from Hutchinson Community College, a very decorated player there. He won a national championship in junior college last season, and now he takes the reins for the Chanticleers as we begin the second quarter.
Now it'll be interesting to see what the OC does right here to get this guy right here going. Hasn't seen a lot of playing time this year.
No, he is not. Collier's had 4 rushes for only 2 yards so far this season. Collier gets a chance to air it out. He goes long down the sideline, has a man inside the 20, but overthrew him. And it's incomplete, looking for Malcolm Gilly.
Wow, you talking about having confidence in him right away, let him air it out.
I was not able to see Hudson on the sideline as Collier gets set for this 3rd and 8 play. Redshirt senior from DeSoto, Texas. He's now the 3rd quarterback used for Coastal this season. They lost Emmett Brown in fall camp. MJ Morris started the year. Then it was Tad. And now we got Samari. Play clock down to 5. Collier hands it off. Need 8 yards to go. They get to the 40-yard line with Nicely. So it's a 4th and 2, and this looks like 4-down territory here, Ricky.
Yes, sir, it does. He's talking about having a tough year with these injuries, though. Now you have a quarterback out. That's tough to get going for our offense.
4th and short. Coastal knocked in 2 field goals in the first quarter for a 6-0 lead. Another handoff to Nicely. He is stopped short at the 39-yard line. ULM makes the stop on 4th and 2. And the Warhawks will get the ball back with a little bit of momentum now, Ricky.
Yeah, you talk about that defense coming into this game. They do a great job of getting to the ball and making tackles. That's a big play right there to get your offense back on the field and get going.
Nicely tried to bounce it out. Looked like he got tripped up with Daniel Jones, the tackle. And ULM takes advantage of it and drops him for a stop.
Well, that goes into the play with this weather conditioning. Running backs having a hard time staying up.
Warhawks have yet to figure out their offense. Only 35 total yards to Coastal's 123. Armenta hands it off on the first play, and it'll be stopped for a gain of about 2.
And so far, we've seen that inside zone a lot tonight, which is what Coach Vincent talked about. They are an inside-outside zone team, and they do a good job with Bam running that ball.
Coach Vincent telling us that he sees the outside zone develop very well. Was only held to 49 rushing yards against Northwestern last weekend.
You have to have a great vision when you're talking about running this kind of offense.
Armenta with 2 running backs. He'll roll out right side, has a man, underthrows him. Incomplete. It was Julian Nixon, the tight end, who was open and could have gone for big yardage. But Armenta short arms it, 3rd and long once again.
Look, it was a tip ball right there. That was a great job by the defender right there on Coastal. Having your hands up, trying to make a play.
Third and 8. McReynolds, the running back, in the pistol. Coastal blitzes 5. Armenta passes down the sideline. It's incomplete. In and out of the hands of Nick Trujillo, who was out until the Northwestern game. Caught the first and only touchdown for the Warhawks last weekend. This time can't connect with his roommate Armenta, right through the hands. And Warhawks are facing another punt. Solid coverage for the Chanticleers as well.
Yeah, that was a great job right there. Making a play, getting off the field.
Graves had a 28-yard punt return his last time. Third punt already for ULM. It's a short one. Fair catch by Graves at the 29-yard line, and Coastal has the ball back. They've already knocked in 2 field goals. A chance to put some more points up on the board. 13-18 to go in the first half from Conway. Stadium, Coastal Carolina University, alongside Ricky Sapp, Sam Wiederhaft with you with a little over 13 minutes left to go in the first half. Chanticleers with a 6-0 lead as the rain continues to fall. It has not stopped since the start of this game. Chanticleers with those 6 points on 2 field goals by Kian Afrute are the first quarter points of the season. Samari Collier back out for his second drive for the Chants.
Yeah, so far it has been a very interesting game down there on the surf turf with this weather.
Collier drops back. He's got Simpkins right in front of him. He goes across the field. It is dropped at the 46-yard line with Graves open. Incomplete.
Yeah, Graves is a guy we haven't heard a lot from this year, but getting the ball, definitely got to give him the ball a little bit more. I think it'll help his offense.
He leads the team in receiving yards coming into this game with 108. Chanticleers have 2 receptions, 2 of 5 so far tonight. Graves in motion. Handoff to Simpkins. Stopped on the first contact at the 30-yard line, not going anywhere for a gain of maybe a yard.
And Simpkins tried to make something right there happen right there. Couldn't get much going.
This is really a grinded out game. Both teams trying to figure out what works offensively with the elements. Now it's Nicely in at running back. 5 carries, 16 yards for Nicely. He goes in motion. Collier passing. Collier to the far sideline. It is incomplete, but for sure a flag coming in. Heavy contact with Jamison Tucker. That's David Godsey Jr.
Look, his hand got knocked right there before he threw the ball.
Pass interference. Offense, number 8. That penalty's declined.
Goes on Tucker. They were both fighting for it. A lot of contact before this ball dropped. We'll see it one more time. There's Tucker fighting with Godsey. They both go to the ground, and Tucker gets the penalty.
Well, like he pulled him and tried to get back around and get that ball. Messy game right now between these two right now.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Emil Sebafunde on to punt for the first time tonight.
Timeout, Louisiana Monroe, their first charge timeout of the half.
And a timeout is taken.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
With 12:28 to go in the first half. ULM takes a timeout.
Well, we know coming into this game that ULM does a great job of going slow, eating up that clock. But it seems that Coastal has kind of turned and become what they are. Going slow, running the ball, not passing as much. So it seems like they had switched places.
Well, still no word on the disappearance of Tad Hudson. Starting quarterback for the Chanticleers, it's been Samari Collier for the past 2 drives. The offense has stalled a little bit, but defensively, this is the Coastal defense that we saw before the ODU game, where they really got exposed and gave up over 600 yards total offense. Fair catch at the 34-yard line, and that's where the Warhawks will begin their next offensive drive. They just really have not been able to get anything. Only 38 total yards of total offense. And we'll see the Warhawks on the other side. 6-0 Chanticleers. Well, we have received word that Tad Hudson is in the locker room. Not sure what happened with him, but he's back in the Coastal locker room. That's why Samari Collier has been the quarterback the past few drives. Chanticleer defense back on the field. They've done an outstanding job so far. 37 rushing yards, just 1 passing yard for ULM so far in their first few drives.
They've been doing a great job of containing that offense. They are run heavy, and so far Coastal defense has done a great job with maintaining them, stopping them on big downs.
And Ricky, they're covering the outside very well as well. We know ULM likes to run the outside zone. That's what they've become known for so far this year. Coastal's had some really good outside coverage. Dorian Lewis is the running back. They'll pitch it off. Coastal back with a stop for loss with Luke Murphy.
That was a big play right there. Great job coming down here making that play.
Jonathan Bibbs got the pitch, tried to bounce it out wide, but once again, Coastal covers it. And Luke Murphy, the linebacker, right there for the tackle for loss.
Great job being patient and coming down and making a play. Love to see it on the surf turf.
Murphy was out of the South Alabama game, came back and had 2 stops against Old Dominion last weekend. Loss of 4. Armenta is 2 of 4 for 1 passing yard. Goes to the air again, pass complete. Hit at the 30-yard line up to the 33 to McReynolds. There's a late flag after that pass. Couple of flags thrown. Going ULM again.
Blindside block. Offense, number 8. 15-yard penalty, second down.
Penalties have been abundant for ULM in this first half. There's a blindside block. There it is. And it looked like it was Bibbs. And that pushes ULM way back inside their own 20. Back to the 18-yard line. ULM really with no choice but to try and pass. They don't. McReynolds is stopped at the line of scrimmage again and driven back. This Chanticleer defense is taking no prisoners tonight.
That was a great job by Noah right there, coming and making that play. Did a great job squeezing down and making that play right there. That was really good. He's been big for the Chanticleers all year.
3rd and very long once again. 3rd and 25.
And right here, if you're in this stadium right now, you want to see those defensive linemen go get that quarterback.
Armenta hands it off to McReynolds. McReynolds on the outside is tackled. Coastal defense has all the juice and a big drive for number 20, Luke Murphy.
That was a great job right there by Trey Brown, making that play right there. Not giving up on the play, showing great effort. Oh, can you feel the energy and stuff?
Well, like I said before, early in this game, it's a BYOE kind of game. Bring your own energy. Coastal is certainly doing that, at least defensively, in this first half. Now trying to get the offense back in rhythm like we saw the first 2 drives. Punting from way back. Another short punt that'll bounce at the 47-yard line in Coastal territory. And back to the 42. That's where Coastal will start this next drive again. Tad Hudson is in the locker room. So dealing with something. It's been Collier for now his 3rd straight drive.
I want everybody to know it is extremely hard to come out here as a quarterback and play in this kind of conditioning. Quarterback and running back, you want to see him wearing gloves, which we haven't seen him so far for the Chanticleers.
Collier is 0 of 3 passing so far. Coastal with 106 yards on the ground in this first half. It'll be Collier running at this time. Collier spins around, has the first down and more into Warhawk territory.
That was a great job right there on Collier. A big play right there, spinning and turning.
Well, the key to success has been the running game for the Chants. They're 2-0 when rushing for over 180 yards. 0-3 when rushing under 100. Right now on track for much more. 122 rushing yards in this first half.
Timeout.
We got a timeout on the field.
Game clock. Please put 9 minutes and 38 seconds on the game clock. 40 seconds on the play clock. 9 minutes, 33 seconds. 9 minutes, 33 seconds.
Potentially some clock issues trying to figure it out. It goes up to 9 minutes and 33 seconds in the first half.
Yeah, everything tonight is a mess tonight. Penalties, play clock. We got it all here on the Surf Turf.
That's what makes it fun.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know what you're going to get. Collier on 1st and 10, hands it off. I believe that's Jalen John getting in on the rushing party as Coastal swarms the football, trying to push him forward. He gets to the 39-yard line. It was Jalen John. 9 rushes for 27 yards against ODU. And he gets his first one here tonight.
Yeah, and that ULM defense doing a great job right there, showing what they can do. Game tackle, get to the ball.
3-yard gain. Collier back to pass, has time. He'll roll out and take it himself. Gains a few, takes a big pop at the 36.
Yeah, Ross came downhill and lowered his shoulder.
Down to the 37-yard line.
About a 3rd and 4 coming up for Coastal, but they are sticking to the run right now. Collier had time to throw, decided to take it himself, gets positive yards.
Right here, ULM showing blitz right here on the outside.
3rd and 5. Sean's on 3rd down tonight, 2 of 6. Here goes Collier. Takes it himself. He's got room. Collier for the first down. Takes a hit at the 25.
Another big play by the quarterback. You love to see that.
He had a gain of 16 yards earlier this drive. This time he gets Coastal a first down. Quickly on the next play, a handoff up the middle is stopped at the 22.
Now, what was so great about that last play is ULM did an inside blitz. Collier saw it, got outside, made a play.
And last play, 2 plays ago, was a 12-yard rush for Collier. Nicely the running back on 2nd and 7. Low snap. Collier thinking end zone, goes long. It is incomplete, out of bounds. Trying to get that air raid going with offensive coordinator Drew Hollingshead. Coastal hasn't had too many deep ball threats.
Well, Drew is definitely calling up right now. He is saying, hey, big fella, let it go and make a play.
Simpkins back in as the running back for Coastal.
And they struggled all year in the red zone. All they got to do is click their heels. Dorothy, come home.
Well, there's one thing for sure. Collier's not in Kansas anymore. He almost lost the ball. Rolls out right side. Pass incomplete.
And that's the weather conditions right there showing. Sloppy play with the ball.
I mean, it's just raining harder and harder as Coastal will attempt their 3rd field goal of the game with Kian Afrute. Low snap. Collier looking for Brooks Johnson, double covered and incomplete. So this will be a 39-yard field goal, about the same distance as Afrute's first field goal. This one on the other end. 3rd field goal of the night. High snap. Afrute knocks it in for a 3rd time. He is 3 for 3 tonight. Coastal 9, ULM 0. In the first half, and oh, Ricky, what do you say all the time on 3rd downs?
Go get the quarterback. quarterback.
Well, those are three guys that do it at a very high level, all playing in this game. Dylan Howell leads the Sun Belt, 1 sack per game. D'Arco Perkins McAllister right behind him, and Zeke Durham Campbell for the Shants as well. Three very skilled players.
Yeah, what you want to see with your defenders, get to the quarterback, especially on third down, getting off the field.
Well, the Chanticleers have stopped ULM completely so far in this first half. A touchback will set ULM up for their next drive, but just 41 total yards for the Warhawks. 1 passing yard, 40 yards on the ground. Here's the key stat. Warhawks are 0 of 5 on third downs. Coastal stepping up when it matters.
Coach doing a great job of stopping that run, showing up on third down, which is what they've done a great job of all year, playing defense, making a big play.
Aiden Armenta, 3 of 5, with just that 1 passing yard. Armenta hands it off. Lewis tries to reverse. This could be a big loss, and it is.
That's a great job by Trey Brown, making another big play.
Brown breaks through in a big loss for ULM. This is back at the 11-yard line.
I'm telling you, that defense is bringing the energy right now.
Loss of 15 yards. We see this. Lewis with the reverse. It was dropped by Bibbs.
And Trey Brown did a great job of getting upfield, not going for the fake, making a big play.
How many times have we seen that football find the surf turf tonight?
I think about 20 times.
Yeah. Braylon McReynolds back in as the running back for ULM. Handoff. Check that. That's Zach Palmer Smith. But Coastal's not letting him get anywhere. They drop him back for a loss of 2.
And that was a great job right there by Dante, coming down, making a big play.
This is another 3rd and long. And with these plays for losses, those yardages to gain get bigger and bigger.
And right here, you want to see Coastal get off the field. Go get the quarterback.
Palmer Smith still the running back for ULM. Julian Nixon, tight end, playing tight to Armenta's left side. They're going to run it. Palmer Smith breaks through the first level. He's still going across the 25-yard line up to the 29. Not enough for a first down, and the Warhawks fall to 0 for 6 on third down plays. Here comes the punt team again.
If Coastal defense can continue to do what they're doing right here, putting these guys in third down and long, they will only continue to set the offense up short.
Mackenzie Ryan's getting plenty of work here. His 2nd year as the starting punter for ULM. His 5th punt of the first half. Had 5 punts in total against Northwestern in Chicago last weekend. That one's not going very far at all. Out of bounds and about the Chanticleer 46. No, they're going to mark this at midfield. So Coastal will get the ball in beautiful field position. And Ricky, you'd like to see them punch one in for 6 this time.
Like I said earlier, they got to click their heels and get home like Dorothy. But the defense is doing a great job of putting them in great field.
Well, if you're Coastal, I don't know at this point why you would abandon the run. They've been so successful on the ground in this game. With 160 rushing yards, only 18 passing yards, and Collier is 0 for 5 through the air.
Definitely interesting. As soon as Tad went out, they kind of changed with the air raid.
Simpkins, the running back. Collier back for Graves behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to pass and has Tucker down the field. Tucker has it across the 10 and thrown down, but the ball comes out. ULM recovers.
What? An amazing mess right now on the surf turf. Wow.
Coastal gets creative. It's a big play. Graves' throw a little short for Tucker, but he was wide open. And then the defensive backs close in, and the ball comes out around the 10-yard line.
That was Godsey Jr. right there making the play, causing that fumble.
David Godsey Jr., veteran corner, 3rd year starting for ULM. Had an interception against UTEP, and now a forced fumble. First play is a run to the far sideline and pushed out of bounds.
That was Palmer Smith right there showing up.
Well, that would have been the most exciting Coastal offensive play all season, and it was there for a second. And then again, another fumble. We've seen so many footballs hit the teal turf tonight.
And you talk about the weather conditioning. They are definitely showing it right now with all these turnovers.
ULM has a fumble. They recovered it. Coastal's got 2 fumbles. They've lost 1. First and 10 for ULM. Palmer Smith with a handoff, hit by Wayne at the 24-yard line, and Coastal gets a gang tackle at the end of that play.
And now we see ULM trying to get that run game going right here. Got Palmer Smith in there right now, taking the handoffs. You're talking about energy shift.
Yeah. Well, the Warhawks can certainly use that to give them a boost offensively. They just have not been able to move the ball hardly at all against this strong soul collector Coastal defense.
They have definitely been playing extremely well, getting off the field on 3rd down, forcing ULM to get in third and long situations.
Handoff once again, and another Coastal tackle at the line of scrimmage. Go back to Braylon McReynolds, and now it's 3rd and another sizable amount of yards to get, with 2:45 remaining in the first half.
And right here, Coastal defense has been doing a great job so far with getting off the field on 3rd down.
Armenta 3 of 5 passing. McReynolds the running back. Man out in motion. Armenta drops back. Pocket collapses. He gets the ball off, complete at the 41-yard line. First down for the Warhawks, and tackled up near midfield. Pass complete to J.P. Coulter.
That was a great job by Armenta staying in the pocket, getting up and making something happen right there.
He led the team last weekend with 3 receptions for 14 yards against Northwestern. ULM looking to get into Coastal territory when we come back. 2-minute timeout. Warhawks trying to find some energy. What does the Coastal defense have to say about it? We'll see on the other side. It's been a wet and wild first half, but these fans are loving it. Embracing the rain here in Conway as their Chanticleers have a 9-0 lead.
You gotta love that, seeing the fans out in the rain, having a good time.
ULM driving with 2 minutes to go in the first half, trying to put some points on the board. Armenta back to pass. He's wrapped up and gets away. Armenta draws it out. Gets the pass off. It is incomplete. That was knocked away by Zeke Durham Campbell. We talked about him in the first part of this show. Miles Woods also on the coverage as well. Sets up a 2nd and 10.
That was a great job right there by Boone Young right there, making a play. Great coverage right there. Zeke doing a good job applying pressure. I meant to try to make something happen with his feet.
Second and 10 from the Warhawk 47. Tried to pass it a little bit more. Fake handoff. Here comes the Coastal pressure. Armenta throws it away. No one's there. We'll see if they get a grounding here. There was nobody anywhere close as Armenta was trying to escape the Chanticleer pressure, and it will be intentional grounding. Loss of down and a loss of yards coming for ULM. Chanticleers have broken through this ULM offensive line so many times so far tonight.
Yeah, definitely doing a great job right now on defense, applying pressure, making it uncomfortable for Armenta so far.
Warhawks have been penalized 5 times for 55 yards. And after this drive looked promising, they're now backed up inside their own 30.
It seems like the referee is having a conversation about it.
Intentional ground, offense, number 10. Bumpy placed in the spot of the foul, loss of down. This penalty is eligible for 10 seconds. The 10-second game clock will start on the snap.
Crucial penalty against ULM. Armenta really had no choice. He was going to get sacked and just threw it away, and nobody was in the area.
That's the first thing you got to do as a quarterback. You know, you can't take that quarterback sack, so he tried to throw it away. Unfortunately for him, he had no guy over in the area.
How many 3rd and 20-plus plays have we seen for ULM tonight? 3rd and 29.
They've had a bunch. They've had
a lot of mountains to climb. Armenta hands it off. This is Dorian Lewis. And he gets to the 38-yard line before he's tackled nowhere close. And ULM falls to 1 for 9 on 3rd down plays. They'll punt it again. 1:30 to go. Coastal has some time to add some more points before halftime.
And they've been doing the air raid so far. Right now, it's the opportunity to do it right now. Less than 2 minutes.
So it'll be ULM punting with Mackenzie Ryan for the 6th time in this game. Chanticleer defense has shown up to play tonight. They're embracing the rain and making a lot of big plays.
Hey, believe it or not, this is football weather. Not really for the offense, I guess, but for defense, this is the kind of weather you grow up wanting to play in.
You would love this, right, Ricky?
Oh, I would absolutely love it. Makes it hard for the quarterback. For me, makes it a little easier chasing him.
Well, the surf is getting some much-needed water on this Saturday evening. Ryan's punt back to Bryson Graves. He will slide at the 28-yard line, and that's where Coastal will come out. Samari Collier coming back with the Coastal offense. Had to come in earlier in this game when Tad Hudson went back to the locker room. Collier so far tonight 0 for 5, but he's rushed 3 times for 30 yards.
And he came right in throwing the ball in the air, showing that they have some confidence in him. So you can only imagine right here, less than 2 minutes, they're going to go back to that air.
He was one of the 4 quarterbacks that Coastal brought in. Him, MJ Morris, Emmett Brown, and John Hunt. Tad Hudson, the only returning quarterback, and he's in the locker room. 1:24 to go. Jalen John in motion. Collier will rush it. Lowers his shoulder and powers up to the 34-yard line.
Now that is an interesting play right there on 1st and 10, less than 2 minutes. I would think he would go to the air right here, trying to get down and make something happen.
Coastal has 2 timeouts.
Now they go hurry up.
Pass complete to Graves. He's got the 1st down. Looking to get out of bounds. Spins around, gets more yards. Looks like there's a flag on the play at the 39-yard line. There is.
I think we got holding right here. As the
Coastal has only 1 penalty for 10 yards in this game.
Holding, offense, number 11, 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
That'll move him back. Costly penalty when you're trying to go with the hurry-up offense and score before halftime.
Yeah, trying to make something happen right there. Can't have that right here. Under a minute, got to make something happen.
Chanticleers have dominated the ground game. 149 rushing yards, 209 yards of total offense. Second and 8. Hand off to John. And he gets to the 34-yard line, so a 3rd and 3 incoming. As that clock goes down to 40 seconds, Coastal has not called their timeout yet. And Looks like now they have with 39 seconds.
Their second charge time.
You say this is scary hours right now. We almost close to Halloween. Right now, if you're Coach Vincent, I have no idea who this offense is right now for your team right now. It seems like they have on a mask right now during these scary times right now.
Well, Brian Vincent's had to take on 3 roles. He's the head coach. He's the offensive coordinator. He knew that going in. Now he's the interim athletic director. He said that's something that he did not expect going into day 3, I should say, of fall camp. But it's been a very demanding job for him to do all 3 of those. I can't imagine. He was nice enough to give us 30 minutes of his time earlier this week, but.
And we asked him that question. We said, how do you do this job? And he said, man, time management is so important. And I can't imagine having those titles as a head coach.
Well, clock management important for Coastal right now. 41 seconds on the clock. 3rd and short. It'll go to Jalen John. John outside, has the first down. Up to the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure what was the mindset right here going into this drive. I would think they would try to go to the air, try and get in the red zone.
Timeout taken by Coastal.
Coastal Carolina, their second charge timeout of the half. This will be a 30-second timeout.
So that's their second charge timeout of the half. They'll have one more. They stop it with 35 seconds. It's tough here, Ricky, because the passing game is almost taken out of this. So you got to try and get as much as you can on the ground. Maybe spread a pass in here and there, but this weather kind of takes the dimensions out of your offense.
Well, it definitely does. And I think Coastal just tried to go play action and then try to throw the ball. So you have to try and get something going on the ground, but then you got to only hope that you can get a pass here or there.
Well, I mean, not only are you working with the rain, you're also working with your 3rd-string quarterback.
Yes.
It was MJ Morris, it was Tad Hudson, now it's Samari Collier. So some things going against the Chanticleers right now. They've still been able to knock in 3 field goals and looking for some more points at the end of the first half. First and 10 from the Chanticleer 40. Collier spins around. Collier looking and throws it away. No option there. That play takes 9 seconds off the clock.
ULM did a great job right there in coverage. Only rushed 3, and everybody else in coverage right there.
Trying to use that pass, just hasn't worked with Samari Collier in a quarterback, 1 of 7. Handoff to Edwards, and Edwards breaks free. Edwards has room up to the 30-yard line, down the sideline and pushed out of bounds. There is a pair of flags on the play. There's one at the Warhawk 20. There's also one at midfield.
That was a great run right there. Trying to make something happen right here.
Play is a run for a first down. Personal foul. Defense number 3. Anticipated without a helmet. That'll be half the distance from the end of the run. First down. Coastal Carolina.
Huge. Edwards breaks free for a 43-yard rush. The penalty gets Coastal inside the 10-yard line. Exactly what they wanted here with minimal time left.
Now you got to go finish. Got to go score 6 right here. That'll give you great momentum going into the second half.
Coastal has 1 timeout remaining. Edwards stays in as the running back.
You got 2 tries right here before you have to call timeout.
His longest run of the season. First and goal from the 8. Collier back to pass. To the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Chanticleers. Brooks Johnson. First touchdown pass for Samari Collier as a shunt. He finds Brooks Johnson, the tight end, for an 8-yard completion, and Coastal scores a touchdown right before halftime.
And if you're on that sideline and you're the coaches and the players, you are excited. They finished and got sick.
7 plays, 73 yards in just a minute 12. And Javon Edwards with the big rush for 43. They get help with the penalty at the end of the play. Collier finishes it off with the touchdown to Johnson. Had him one-on-one, and Johnson hauls it in for a Teal touchdown.
That was a great job with him focusing on that ball and securing that.
So 12 seconds remaining in this first half. Coastal with their first touchdown of the ball game. And that's efficient right there. You get that big rush from Edwards. Just a minute 12. Coastal running the 2-minute offense to perfection right there.
And the one thing they didn't do is they did not shoot themselves in the foot right there. Made some big plays, got home, and scored.
First career touchdown for Brooks Johnson, the redshirt junior. Has been a part of this Coastal program since 2022. That was his redshirt season. Has gotten more and more playing time, dealt with an injury after the Virginia game this year. But now Coastal able to use their tight ends a lot more with Johnson back healthy. That's something they weren't able to do in the first part of this season. Forge's kick will be a touchback. So ULM with 12 seconds, not a lot you can do as this first half comes to a close.
And right now you got to feel that energy right now with Coastal here on the surf turf. They got to use that for the second half when they come out.
You know, coming into this game, we knew that ULM was really good at stopping the rush. They held Arkansas State to only 12 rushing yards. Outside of their Power 4 games, they played Northwestern and Alabama. Just 126 rushing yards combined to St. Francis, UTEP, and Arkansas State. Tonight, Coastal in the first half with 203 rushing yards and a 16-0 lead.
And Coastal finally get the offense going. Defense is playing great. Energy is flowing right here on the surf turf.
Bring your own energy.
Bring it!
Chanticleers have done that so far in the first half. And they lead it 16-0. Brooks Johnson with the touchdown reception at the end of the first half. Kian Afrute with 3 field goals knocked in for Coastal. And a strong first half showing with the rain falling at Brooks Stadium.
During scary hours, we got some scary weather.
Let's go down on the field with Haley Nitchie and Coach Tim Beck.
Coach, strong start to the first half. What are you liking out of your guys so far?
Yeah, I mean, we're playing great defense, and we're moving the football. I mean, a couple of, obviously with the weather, you know, we've turned the ball over a couple of times, which is never good. But we've been resilient and just keep fighting, and I'm proud of our guys for that so far, but we got to finish.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Haley, thank you. Coach said it best. Defense has stepped up, moving the ball very well on offense. Obviously, with the rain, there's some turnovers in there and some times the ball has popped out, but overall, a very positive first half for the Chanticleers.
Yes, sir. They got to get in the second half, use momentum, go finish the game.
Halftime is hit in Conway. We'll be back with second half action from Brooks Stadium, but the Chanticleers, through the rain, have a 16-0 lead over the Warhawks. Well, it has rained, and continued to rain. It hasn't stopped raining here at Brooks Stadium as the Chanticleers lead 16-0 alongside Ricky Sapp. I'm Sam Wiederhaft getting set for the second half to start. So far, Ricky, Coastal has managed the rain better than ULM tonight.
They have done a great job, a bit of momentum, even bringing in Collar, making some plays. Defense has done an amazing job so far.
And Coastal has found a lot of success on the ground. As we take a look at our first half highlights, Chanticleers with 203 first half rushing yards, and their defense has stopped that ULM rushing attack as well.
Doing a great job right now, getting off the field on third down.
We see how many times the ball has hit the turf tonight. That's been the only fumble that was lost. Jamison Tucker lost it but Coastal drilling ULM back for some big losses. As we take a look at that, Jamison Tucker fumble one more time. Bryson Graves with the wide receiver pass. Tucker lost it there at the end. Coastal ended the first half after Kian Afrute nailed 3 field goals. Brooks Johnson gets his first touchdown reception, and Samari Collier with his first touchdown pass. Really positive way to end that first half.
Yeah, and now you want to see them build momentum and finish the game.
And that is your first half stat comparison. Difference is in the rushing yards, 203 for the Chanticleers, and they've been led by Javen Simpkins, 55 yards on 6 carries. Javon Edwards, 49 yards on 4 carries. That long 43-yard rush that set up the Coastal Carolina touchdown at the end of the first half. Samari Collier has also rushed 4 times for 37 yards as the quarterback. Tad Hudson was back in the locker room at the first half. He was in for the first few drives. Collier took over. And the Chanticleers have a 16-0 lead heading into the second half. ULM will receive, but the Coastal sideline getting juiced and bringing their own energy.
Put it on a shirt, S-Dub. What did you say earlier?
BYOE.
we got to put it on a shirt.
Yeah.
But I bet Coach Vincent told the guys at halftime, look, guys, wake up. Remember who we are. We run the ball. We dictate the clock, not them.
And they will start off with the football in this second half. Philip LaForge kicks it off. Low kick. It'll drop back to the 3-yard line, picked up for a return by Jake Godfrey. Coastal grabs him back at the 15-yard line. And that's where ULM will start. Let's go back down to Haley Nitchie. Hopefully things are all dry down there. I know they're not, but she talked to coaches at halftime. Haley.
Sam, I got to talk with ULM's head coach, Brian Vincent, about what adjustments he wanted to make coming into the second half. And he said that they need to eliminate the self-inflicting wounds and just execute.
Yeah, they've had some penalties in some pretty crucial spots. 7 penalties for 64 yards as Aiden Armenta will start off this second half for ULM. Armenta hands it off. Wide open gap up the middle for ULM. It's Zach Palmer-Smith who's still going. Big gain on the first play. Braylon McReynolds, into Coastal territory.
And that's what I was saying Coach Vincent said at halftime. Wake up! We got to remember who we are. Let's run the ball. Let's run the inside zone. And Bam makes a big play right there on the opening half.
Their biggest play of the game. McReynolds had only 9 carries for 16 yards before a big one to set up this drive. Armenta rolling out, has a man open at the 40-yard line. He falls. Complete to Nick Trujillo. 41-yard rush by Braylon McReynolds. They call him Bam.
Oh, I can see why. Size, he got speed, runs hard, and he does exactly what Coach Vincent said. Puts his foot in the ground and change direction really, really well.
Spent 3 years at South Alabama before coming to ULM this year and leading this ULM rushing attack that they've done so well in the first part of the year. Bam gets it again. And he is dropped at the 36-yard line. Sets up a 3rd and short. ULM has struggled on 3rd downs, 1 for 8 in the first half.
And it seems like they are staying true to who they are. Run the ball, and run it again.
Coastal playing without their leading tackler, Shane Bruce, but a lot of guys have stepped up so far. McReynolds has it, tackled by the legs, brought down at the 36, about a yard short of the first down.
Just doing a great job tonight on 3rd down.
4th down, this is 4-down territory, and ULM has a very short kicking game. They bring in their backup quarterback, Hunter Herring. Now Herring has rushed more than he's passed in his ULM career.
And he has played multiple positions.
4th and 2. Herring's played quarterback, running back, and tight end for ULM. Their version of Taysom Hill. It'll be Herring to run it. Herring is stopped. Coastal brings him back on 4th down.
And And that's an incredible job right there, getting off the field. Gorham Welch right there making the play in the backfield.
The Texas transfer, his second year with the Chanticleers, Sawyer Gorham Welch, broke right through that offensive line and took down Herring.
Oh my God, great job right there. Setting the block, making the play. That's an incredible job right there on defense. And you talked about it, S-Dub. Bring your own energy. Right now, Coastal is doing an incredible job right now on the surf turf tonight, bringing their own energy.
So it's Samari Collier back as the quarterback for Coastal. Tad Hudson went to the locker room in the first half. We have not seen him since. He took some big hits on those first few drives, including one right at the goal line. A dual running back set for Collier. He'll hand it off. This is Edwards. And a short gain of about 1 yard.
Yeah, Mosley does a great job right there getting the backfield, making that play right there for ULM.
Short gain of the play since that's the second down for Coastal.
And right now, ULM is looking for something to get this defense going right now. They got to bring their own energy right now.
Collier passing. Gets it off. It is almost intercepted.
That was a great break right there. Godsey Jr. doing an incredible job, putting his foot in the ground, coming downhill, almost came up with the pick.
Looking for Cameron Wright. And that one almost picked off. Godsey Jr. has one interception this year. 3rd and 9. Now Coastal in a 3rd and long situation. Chanticleers tonight 4 of 9 on 3rd down plays. Collier fumbles the snap. He's got a fall on it.
Collier, the ball carrier.
That'll force Coastal to punt in their own territory. Low snap by Zach Elam. Collier had trouble picking it up.
And we've seen that earlier down in the red zone. Low snap, Collier fumbling the ball.
I mean, not only does it affect the quarterbacks, the running backs, the wide receivers, but you got to think the center's having a pretty hard time as well with this rain.
Well, definitely talking about having so many injuries, bringing different guys. They're not in rhythm, so that's tough on the quarterback as well.
The punt by Sebafunde takes a Coastal bounce and out of bounds at the 26-yard line. That's where ULM will start their next drive. Held off the scoreboard so far. We'll see if the Chanticleer defense can hold them once more when we come back. Chants with the advantage here in the 3rd quarter, and it's been a wild day in the Sun Belt so far. A win tonight for Coastal. They can gain some ground in that East Division, but what the heck happened to Old Dominion? We thought one of the best teams in the group of 5. Well, they fell to Marshall 48-24. So a 1-1 record for them. Coastal with a 2-1 record. They can go all the way up to 2nd place in the East.
Yeah. You talk about they have an opportunity to add this win. Now all of a sudden you roll with momentum. You got a chance.
A Marshall team that was gutted when Charles Huff went to Southern Miss. And they blow out the top team in the Sun Belt, one of the best group of 5 teams in Old Dominion. Off goes Armenta. Throws it, almost picked by Coastal. Dropped it incomplete, but a chance for Avion Jones to bring that back for the offense. Armenta just hasn't gotten it going through the air tonight.
That was a great job by Jones reading that. Almost coming up with a big play.
They've only had 9 passing attempts. He's 5 of 9. He'll pass again. Has a man this time, complete at the 30-yard line and more. Up to midfield. Jonathan Bibbs down the sideline and out of bounds into Coastal territory.
Bibbs trying to make something happen right there.
An explosive receiver. His first 2 completions were touchdowns in his ULM career. This one goes for a big gain.
Right, he does a great job catching the ball, getting upfield, making guys miss, fighting for extra yardage. That's a great job right there. Great play.
43-yard connection. ULM looking to get on the scoreboard. The handoff to Palmer Smith. fighting tackles. He'll get inside the 30-yard line to the Teal 27.
And you see ULM is trying to stay true to who they are. Coming back to that inside zone right there, running the ball.
Second and 6 play. Braylon McReynolds, Zach Palmer-Smith, and Dorian Lewis. 3 running backs have been transferring in and out for ULM in this game. McReynolds, the leading rusher, 11 rushes for 60 yards. Armenta rolls out. He goes to the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown. And it's Jonathan Bibbs again. Has the 43-yard catch to set up that play and a 27-yard reception to put the Warhawks on the board.
And Bibbs come out and make 2 big plays. Sets him up for a touchdown, then he scores a touchdown. Unbelievable drive right there.
His second touchdown reception of the season. First career catch was a 65-yard touchdown at Auburn last year. His first catch this year was a touchdown. And now he breaks this scoreless drought for ULM.
Stayed true to who they was, ran the ball, then went play action, threw the ball downfield. That was a great setup right there to get in the box.
On here, Ricky, with ULM's kicking troubles. They're going to go back and review that play. They were setting up to go for 2, and it's a really interesting story as far as ULM's kicking situation, because Luke Stagg, their kicker for the past few weeks, is out of this game. They had their main kicker go down earlier in the season, sent out a campus-wide email 2 weeks ago, brought in 2 kickers, both who had never played collegiate football before, and a big question mark on extra points as to how they're going to handle that. They were setting up to go for 2, but we'll see this touchdown one more time to Bibbs. A tremendous catch. Did he have it all the way through? That's the question in the back corner.
And I'm willing to bet they're going to check his footwork right there, seeing if he had the proper footage to secure that touchdown.
And what a throw by Armenta. Double covered.
Amazing adjustment by Bibbs, though, coming back and catching that ball, though. Good body control right there.
So taking a look on that play and quick review.
After video review, the ruling on the field is upheld. Touchdown.
It stands. ULM touchdown, and we'll see if they line up to go for 2 again.
And Bibbs said, put it on me. I'll make the play, and then I go score to get us going and get us rolling.
Those 2 kickers they brought in, Jacob Green was one. He was actually on the roster in 2022 but did not play. Has now rejoined this team. The other, Danny Hagan, an Irishman who's never played college football.
And he's a barber, by the way. Cuts the team hair.
Yeah.
I think he can give me a nice baldy. What do you think?
I think so. I need one here. I'm getting due for a haircut, but they're going to go for 2 with Hunter Herring. Herring rolls out. He's going to pass it, finds a man, and it's a 2-point conversion for ULM with Dorian Lewis. The running back with the completion. Herring doesn't throw the ball all that much, but they get 2, and now it's a 1-possession game. Another reason why they could have gone for 2 as well, to cut that down to a 1-score game. ULM gets on the scoreboard. Coastal leads by 8. Jonathan Bibbs and Aiden Armenta, 2 big connections in that drive that went 4 plays and 74 yards. 43-yard completion and the 27-yard touchdown completion to put ULM on the board. And now Malcolm Gilly with the return for Coastal. Gilly across the 30, and he will get to the 32-yard line. Chanticleers having to answer. ULM finally breaks through, and Ricky, they're a running team, but it was Armenta finding Bibbs twice through the air in that drive.
Yeah, they had to try to find something, and Bibbs Bibb set him up with a big play. Then they came down and he scored. Did an amazing job on body control, keeping his feet, and then scoring that touchdown on that drive.
Collier, the pitch to Robbie Washington. Outside, he's got space. Washington first down across midfield. I love to run that pitch play with Washington bouncing outside. He's got so much speed, and it gets Coastal a first down up to midfield.
And Coach Beck said he wanted to go where they ain't, so he tried to get them on space so they can make a play.
Handoff to Simpkins. He's stopped right at the 50. Brought down by Kevontae Wells. Preseason All-Sun Belt first team honors for Wells on the edge. 2nd and 10 Coastal. Collier passing. Complete. 46-yard line and wrapped up shy of the 40. Carmelo English gets a reception. Had one catch against ODU. It went for negative yardage. That's his first catch tonight, 3rd and short.
Now Coastal going to hurry up right here.
Trying to push the pace. A handoff to Nicely, pushing up the middle right now. He's marked short. Nicely didn't get there. 4th and about an inch.
Now they try to go hurt right here.
Coastal going for it. Collier hands off Nicely again, pushes forward across the line. First down, Chanticleers.
It was a great job right there by Nicely getting that first down.
They were 0 of 1 on 4th down plays before. So Coastal pushing down the field. The running game has worked in the first half, trying to find it in the second half. 200 yards even rushing. Collier throwing to the near sideline, and he overthrew Eli Aragon too high. Incomplete. And Aragon's a guy that we talked to Coach Beck about earlier this year, or earlier this week, I should say. Coming into this year, Aragon wasn't a main target, but he's got the best hands on the team, and Coastal's rewarded him with more playing time.
And he said he was a guy that was consistent, getting better, and that's what you get when you work hard and be consistent. They reward you with more playing time.
4 receptions for 35 yards against ODU last weekend. Collier, quarterback draw. He's got it with space. Collier up the middle. All teal ahead. Collier for 6.
And he scores! Making him play with his feet.
40-yard rushing touchdown for Samari Collier. He can sling it, and he can run it as well. The JUCO transfer. His first 2 touchdowns in teal.
Great route right here. I'm not going down. They get 1 defender, grab him. He get 2, and he takes him into the box, and he scores 6. Incredible drive right there.
Samari Collier. He stepped up as QB3 with Tad Hudson going down in the first quarter. Collier's got some energy that this Coastal offense has needed. Extra point by Afrute is good. Coastal with a 23-8 lead, and a big response by the Chanticleers after ULM gets on the board. Samari Collier rushes it in from 40 yards out, and it's the 2nd touchdown for the Chanticleers tonight. Coastal punches in their 2nd tutty of the night. Samari Collier with a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown from 40 yards out. And despite the elements, Ricky, Samari Collier, he came in at the end of the first quarter when Tad Hudson went down. He's done a tremendous job so far as the leader of the Coastal offense.
Definitely came in, kept momentum going, made some big plays. We see him score a touchdown right there. He's doing an incredible job right now for Coastal offense.
And we see his speed for really the first time this season. 40-yard rushing touchdown. He's now the leading rusher with 6 rushes for 72.
How about that, the quarterback leading rusher?
Oh, and he's starting to show that's why Coastal brought him into this program. 4 quarterbacks added for fall camp. Emmett Brown goes down. MJ Morris was the starting quarterback. Tad Hudson took over. And now it's Samari Collier leading Coastal to a 23-8 lead in the third quarter.
And I'll be interested to see what ULM does right here on this drive. Do they continue to go slow and burn this clock, or do they try and go hurry up and go a little faster?
Armenta aired it out. He found Jonathan Bibbs twice for 2 big gains, including a 27-yard touchdown reception. He'll do it again. Pass is complete, not for very much. That's Trujillo. His second reception tonight, gain of about 2.
That was a great pickup right there by Palmer Smith. Coastal had some show blitz right there on the outside edge. He picked up that blitzer, gave Armenta a little bit of time to throw the ball.
You see how ULM likes to use the sidelines and really spread things out on offense. Palmer Smith, the running back. Fakes the handoff. Armenta has Trujillo open. He's got to make a move. Brought down across the 30 at the 32-yard line. A good tackle by Dante Thomas. 3rd and short. ULM tonight, 1 of 9 on 3rd downs. Sawyer Gorham Welch has made some plays for Coastal. Trey Brown, big game for the Coastal linebacker.
And right here, as they continue to go slow, you have to worry about the game getting late and them not having enough time. Want to go a little faster.
3rd and 4. It's Armenta keeping it, and he is stopped short. Tried to get a push with the offensive line, and Coastal plugged up the gap.
Very interesting play call right there on 3rd and 4. I'm not sure if I would have kept the ball in the running back hand. Running back inside zone right there on 3rd and 4.
ULM has to take a timeout. They kept their offense on the field. Brian Vincent did not look happy down there.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
And he takes their first timeout of the second half.
Well, what's interesting to me is you got McReynolds on the sideline. It's 3rd and 4. I would think you want to put the ball in his hand, let him go get the first down.
And they go with Armenta, who has rushed plenty of times this year. But again, Coastal doing so well on the interior. Linebackers and defensive line plugging up those middle gaps.
Doing a great job of getting off the block. Linebackers doing a great job coming downhill. You talk about.
See one more time with Armenta keeping it after the fake handoff.
See, Coastal does a great job right there of closing the gap. Didn't have nowhere to go right there. That's a great job right there.
And they're going to come out of this timeout with the offense on the field.
And you talk about not having your leader, Shane Bruce. The linebackers doing a great job of stepping up, making plays. That D-line doing a great job keeping the linebackers free, and they're able to run downhill.
4th and 2. The handoff right at the first down line, and he's right there. I'm not sure if they're going to give it to him. They do. First down ULM. They convert on 4th and 2.
Moving on the field is a first down.
They went to Zach Palmer Smith that time, and he gets just enough to keep the drive going.
That was a great job right there of him not going down easy, getting that first down.
5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Man in motion. Armenta passing it long. Middle of the field for Trujillo, and he... Right now, the call is a complete catch.
Yeah, I think that ball hit the ground. I'm not sure that was a catch.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. 2nd down.
One referee motioned that he got it, but I believe this one touched the ground. We'll see it one more time. A little underthrown.
Definitely hit the ground right there. Hey, I like it. They'll get up. Hey, ref, I caught it. Maybe they'll go. Maybe they won't review it.
Mates, Armenta and Trujillo. They were roommates at New Mexico. Trujillo stayed at New Mexico 1 extra year than Armenta.
The previous play of an incomplete pass is under video review.
And they will take a look at this last play one more time. Trujillo had the only touchdown for ULM last weekend against Northwestern. A 34-yard touchdown reception on a flea flicker play. Coach Vincent telling us how big of an addition Trujillo is to this offense after getting hurt in fall camp.
See, right here, I'm not sure what they're looking at right here because the ball clearly hits the ground right here.
God,
oh, that was close, though.
Kept it up.
Abracadabra, he almost, you talk about scary times.
Yeah.
That was almost a scary catch right there.
That is really close, much closer than I originally thought because we saw the ball being fumbled around. Did he get that hand under there is the question.
Oh, wow.
And the call on the field was incomplete. We did see a referee motion that he caught it.
Now, that was great concentration by Trujillo right there, trying to make a play. It looked like his hand was under that ball.
Our head official came out and said that the call on the field was incomplete, so they're taking a look at it. And this would be a huge gain for ULM. Deep into Coastal territory, it would change this drive. Here's the call.
After video review, the ruling on the field is upheld. Second down.
Incomplete pass is the call. Just didn't see enough evidence to overturn that call.
A great job of trying to secure that pass. That definitely would have been a Sports Center #1 play.
It would have been up there, that's for sure. So 2nd and 10 for the Warhawks on their own 35-yard line.
Again, I'm checking that clock if I'm ULM. You got to go. Right now, time is not on your side.
Armenta passing once again. Back for the running back. Braylon McReynolds breaks the first tackle. Flag on the play. Right now he's got the first down. They'll move that flag back to where the tackle was made. And we'll see what this could be. Our 4 officials conferring. The white hat is back by the 25-yard line. And they pick it up. No flag on the play and a first down for ULM.
Blindside block. Result of the play is to run for a first down.
Looking at a blindside block, and they pick it up.
That's something we haven't seen. We haven't seen them pick up the flag.
First down for the Warhawks at their own 46 now. Zach Palmer-Smith wrapped up and taken down.
Great job by Notice right there making that play. And D-line continues to do a great job of getting off the blocks and making the play, making it easy for those linebackers to come downhill.
ULM leads the all-time series between these two. They won the first 3 matchups. They've lost the last 2. First meeting of these two teams since 2022 in Monroe. First meeting in Conway since 2021. Coastal won that game 59-6, their most points in a Sun Belt game ever. Armenta passing, feels the pressure, gets a screen pass off to Lewis. Lewis has some space, but he's wrapped up and taken down at midfield.
And that's an incredible job by Trey Brown, making a play in open field. Great job, big fella. That way to move in space.
His 6th tackle of the game. They've all been solo.
And now it's 3rd down, and you want to see one thing. Go get the quarterback.
It's 3rd and 6. I'll remind you again, ULM tonight, 1 of 10 on 3rd downs. Coastal brings the pressure. Armenta's pass is tipped and incomplete. Looking for Godfrey. Could be 4-down territory for the Warhawks again.
Right here, do a great job right here. Great play breakup right here. They have been showing up all night on 3rd down.
Now the offense will come off the field. They converted on 4th down earlier in the drive. Inside 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. ULM will punt for the 7th time in this game with Mackenzie Ryan.
Right now, time is not on their hands. I'd like to see the offense go a little faster.
Graves had his longest punt return this year for 28 yards earlier tonight. Calls fair catch and makes the catch running out of bounds at the Teal 16-yard line.
Now, Graves have been doing a great job of fielding these punts right here. Not dropping them, focusing in, seeing them in, and catching it.
The rain continues to fall in Conway, and that's got me thinking about the rain games that we've had at Brooks Stadium through the years. App State last year, that had some rain on the surf turf. Coastal won that game. You go back a few years ago, 2022, Coastal took down Georgia Southern with the rain coming down. That was the Myrtle Hurdle game. C.J. Beasley with a big rush to ice that one for the Chants. 2021, Coastal had Troy here. That was a wet and rainy game. Coastal won that game. Handoff by Collier. And thrown down at the 24-yard line. Jalen John gets back in the mix.
A few coaches, you saying, look, bring on the rain more. We seem to play well with the rain right here on the surf turf.
Oh, the Chants love playing in the rain in Conway. The last few games I can remember that were raining here at Brooks Stadium, Coastal has won. Second and short. Handoff to John again, and he falls forward for a first. John coming in from UMass for 2 years. He was at Arizona for 3 years. They keep it on the ground. This time John has nowhere to go. And a big pile for a gain of maybe 2 yards up to the 30-yard line. The Coastal can just keep doing this, keeping it on the ground, keeping that clock running.
Well, you talk about ULM and their offense. They like to go slow and burn the clock, but now I think it's going to work against them a little bit here in the end.
A little over a minute to go in quarter number 3. It's Edwards in the game at running back. The pass goes to Brooks Johnson, and he's met immediately. A loss of 1 yard. Johnson had the first touchdown reception that ended the first half. An 8-yard catch from Collier. That time it's a loss of 1. So now you're looking at a 3rd and 8 play, and we'll see if Collier airs this one out. Goes on the hard count. Collier is 5 of 13 through the air tonight. 37 yards, 1 touchdown. Play clock down to 3. Down to 1. Collier gets it off. Now he runs. Collier is met and dropped at the 34-yard line. About 4 or 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the clock will go all the way down here in the 3rd quarter. Coastal looking to hold on.
Reach the end of the
We enter quarter number 4. Chanticleers with a 23-8 lead, looking to go 2-1 in their first 3 Sun Belt games this year. Rain's been coming down all game. Haley, how you feeling down there?
Sam, as you can see, it has been raining and raining hard down here, causing a lot of those fumbles and dropped passes. Now, these conditions are exactly what the coaches were talking about, of their teams being gritty. Now, the question is, who wants it more? Sam, I hope you're staying dry up there.
Yeah, we're all good. Thanks, Haley. Besides the window fiasco at the beginning of the game, everything's been fine.
Yeah, we are great, good and dry. Sorry, Haley.
Coastal set up for a punt with Emil Sebafunde. He will get it off as we begin quarter number 4. Takes a friendly Coastal bounce and will drop inside the 20-yard line. Ricky, one thing we saw with Haley down there was the new lights around Brooks Stadium. Now it's you can do whatever. You can black them out. You can do the teal lights. Pretty cool.
It is a beauty to see. You know what we need to do? We need to cut the lights off, go back to Haley and let her dance a little bit down there.
She's got 1 more quarter to go. I feel very, very sorry for her.
We love you, Haley. We're sorry.
Yeah, what a trooper. First and 10 ULM at their own 18-yard line. Coastal leading 23-8.
Let's see if this offense speeds up a little bit.
Running back for Armenta is Dorian Lewis. Armenta keeps it. He goes up the middle. A gain of 9 yards. Check that. Exactly 10 yards. A first down on the first play for ULM. Ricky, you were mentioning it in the third quarter. Not a lot of time for ULM. They've only scored once in this game. They've got to get this offense going here in the fourth.
Yes, yeah. So if you come in with that slow-paced offense, but it can also work against you. What is what we see right now? They got to go a little faster if they want to get something going.
Armenta passing behind the line of scrimmage. It is caught by Bibbs. Bibbs is pushed out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. It's back-to-back first downs for the Warhawks.
And Bibbs has been doing a great job of being undeniable, catching the ball and making something happen.
And you're seeing the second half adjustments in real time. The first half, ULM had only 70 yards. Second half, they're up over 160, 170 to be exact.
Trying to get something going. They got to move a little faster, though.
Armenta hands it off to McReynolds, and Coastal stops it again. ULM has had so much trouble going up the middle.
Another great drive by Coastal D-line, shedding the block and making a play. And again, Trey Brown, if you can hear me, you are having an amazing night, young fella.
Coach Beck told us earlier this season that Trey Brown has made so many improvements.
Well, you see it so far. Watching the games, he's getting better and better. And you see it tonight right here.
His third year with the Chanticleers. Has had to step up for the injured Shane Bruce and Wyatt Gideon. They hand off to Palmer Smith. Coastal drops him once again. No gain. Third and long once more.
Aaron Wetz right there making a play right there. Again, doing a great job getting out the block and making a play.
Coastal with some defensive subs. One of those, Noah Arenze. Defensive player of the week after South Alabama. 3rd and 12 to go.
Coastal showing blitz right here. Let's see if they stick with it.
ULM's converted 1 third down on 11 tries tonight. Armenta passing. It is knocked incomplete.
And that is an incredible job by Thomas right there, making a big play, putting his hand in there and knocking that ball down.
I believe it was, there it is, Samarion Gordon.
Playing that dog position. That was a great play right there.
Deflects the pass on 3rd and long, and ULM's third down struggles continue. What a game for this Coastal defense, Ricky.
And, you know, I asked Gordon earlier, I said, man, you play that dog position. What is it all about? He said, see ball, get ball.
That's all it is. It's instincts. Punt goes out of bounds. Coastal will have pretty solid field position when they come back on offense, but the Chanticleers have the ball, and they are in control, up by 2 scores in their Sun Belt home opener. Chants on top. 23-8 your score in the fourth quarter. There's the difference right there, Ricky. Rushing yards. Coastal has done so well on the ground with the elements preventing both teams from doing what they want to offensively. Coastal's taken that to their advantage.
Yep, and the team that was supposed to come in here and be run dominant is now all of a sudden not run dominant. Coastal doing a great job right here on the surf turf of running the ball.
Coastal will start at their own 39-yard line. You think maybe one more touchdown could put this game on ice, or put this game on rain, as we should say tonight. Handoff on the first play, up for about 1 yard to Javen Simpkins. And now, interesting question here, Ricky, because Tad Hudson went down in the first quarter. Samari Collier, with the rain, everything going against him, he's played really well. Does he potentially come out against App State in Coastal's next game?
Well, I think you have to. You have to keep momentum going.
Collier back to pass. Down the sideline. It is incomplete.
You just mentioned it. They can put it away right now if they score another touchdown. And right there, they go air raid right there, trying to put it away.
Collier entered this season as the 3rd quarterback on the depth chart. And right now, he is making this moment his own.
Yeah, I think you have to stick with him after this game. You want to keep momentum going. You don't want to make a change.
A season high in rushing yards for the Chanticleers. 3rd down. Collier. Pocket collapses, and he is dropped. Still stays on his feet. Play is not blown dead, but now it finally is right at the line of scrimmage. And ULM gets almost all their helmets to the ball. And that's a quick 3 and out for the Chants.
That was a great job right there by Woody, right there making a play on 3rd down.
So ULM now in position to get the ball back. Right now, a little over 11 minutes to go in this game. They've scored 1 touchdown in the 3rd quarter, and that was it. High snap. Sebafunde backs up and gets it off. Great job by the Coastal punter. Takes a good Coastal bounce inside the 25-yard line and down to the 21. But Sebafunde saves that play, gets the punt off. And we'll take a break. When we come back, ULM back on offense, trailing by 2 scores. Chants have held ULM to just 8 points. They call themselves the Soul Collectors under first-year defensive coordinator Jeremiah Johnson. Look at that, even 119 rushing and passing yards. And Ricky, they've done some soul collecting tonight, that's for sure, and situationally holding ULM on 3rd down at an elite level.
It's scary times, and they are the soul collectors right now tonight on the surf turf.
1st and 10 ULM from their own 21-yard line. Warhawks have been able to move the ball a lot better in this 2nd half. But still just that 1 touchdown. Armenta pass complete. That's Bibbs on the far sideline. Bibbs has the lone touchdown, and he will get a 1st down for ULM.
And Bibbs have been doing a great job catching the ball and getting upfield, not going down easy.
A transfer from Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Had 1 catch for 11 yards in their game against Alabama. They played 2 Power 4 teams, Crimson Tide and Northwestern. The rain just coming down even harder, probably the hardest it's come down all night. Armenta rolls out. He finds Trujillo at the 40-yard line. Trujillo spins up to the 45. Back-to-back 1st downs for ULM.
Trujillo does a great job right there catching the ball and trying to make something happen, getting upfield. Great catch right here in this rain with no gloves on.
He was injured in fall camp. He was actually hurdling over a man and got hurt in fall practice. Missed the first few games of this year. His 1st game back was against Northwestern.
I want to see that film of him jumping over somebody in practice.
Well, he was a track athlete in high school, also played basketball as well. And he handoff to McReynolds, and he takes it to the near sideline, runs out of bounds. That's now 3 first downs in 3 plays for ULM.
And right there is what Coach Vince was talking about. He can change direction right there. In this kind of offense, you want a running back that has great awareness like that and can make a play. Right there, he showed it right here. Put his foot in the ground, getting upfield right here. Makes a man miss and gets north.
Warhawks moving quickly. Typically this year they've been a slow-paced team, but they can't do that right now. Time is not on their side. Play action. Armenta looking long toward the end zone. He overthrows Trujillo, and he just tips it up. It's incomplete. That's really all he could do because that had interception written all over it.
But I want to see him jump like he did in practice.
Coastal had that one well covered. 2nd and 10 for ULM. Armenta tonight, 13 of 21 for 142 yards and that 1 touchdown. Inside 9 minutes to play.
And right now they continue to go slow. Time is not on their hands.
Handoff to McReynolds up the middle. Not going to happen. Coastal stops him once again. I believe it was Miles Muyong in there. It was. Zamarion Gordon, he's the one that gets it up the middle.
It's a great job of him coming downhill and making that play. See ball, get ball. It's a great job. Now it's 39. You have to go get the quarterback.
ULM 1 of 12 on third downs tonight. Empty backfield. Armenta across the middle, tipped in the air. It is incomplete. 4-down territory, but Coastal tipped it up and it was saved almost by Jake Godfrey. Would have been a gain of only about 1 yard anyways. 4th and 9.
And we see Gordon come in and make 2 plays back to back.
Gordon's been everywhere tonight.
Incredible job getting his hand right there and knocking that ball down. See ball, get ball. Got to catch the ball now.
Armenta to pass. Feels the pressure, gets it off. It's a wobbling pass and intercepted. Gordon with the interception.
You talking about making some big plays right there. That's 3 big plays that he's made right there.
Now I think Ricky on that 4th down play probably just bat it down so you get the ball in better field position. But Gordon gets an interception and Coastal gets the ball back up 23-8.
And right here when the ball gets hit, it's tipped up. Somebody got to catch it.
Gordon, he's the one that does.
With no gloves.
Zamarion Gordon with his 4th career interception. Had 1 at USC and now 3 in a Coastal Carolina uniform. Chanticleers have the ball back with a commanding lead. 8:07 to go. And we'll see just how much more successful this game is than the ODU game. Chanticleers, a couple of touchdowns. They've knocked in 3 field goals as well as Dominic Nicely stretches up to the 19-yard line. Afrite started this game with 3 field goals. Coastal got a touchdown on an 8-yard completion from Collier to Brooks Johnson. And then here in the second half, Samari Collier, a 40-yard rushing touchdown in the 3rd quarter to make it 23-8.
And now you have that clock on your side. You can do what you want right now. You have a demanding lead.
Two running backs for Collier. Dropped for a loss after the handoff to Edwards.
That was a great job right there. Teller coming down, making that play. And if you're Coastal right now, you want to keep that ball on the ground. Got the man in the lead. The clock is definitely on your side.
ULM has 2 timeouts to go as we enter inside 6 or 7 minutes to go in this game. Coastal's defense has stepped up so many different times tonight, and they've wiped away that ODU result where they gave up over 600 yards, the most they've given up as an FBS team, and bounced back in a huge way. Collier trying to go for it himself, and he won't get there. No gain on the play, and the Chanticleers will have to punt inside, deep inside their own territory. And it'll be another chance for ULM to try and cut this lead down.
That was a good job by Hard right there, coming down, making that play.
Back-to-back 3-and-outs by the Coastal offense.
Now if you're ULM, you got to come out and you got to hope you can get something going and get in the box and score 6.
It was a bad snap on the last punt to Emil Sebafunde. He was able to run back, get it, and punt it off. Right now in this position, can't afford something like that. Good snap this time. And a powerful punt by Sebafunde. Returned at the 36-yard line. Near sideline with space to run. Jake Godfrey is pushed out of bounds, and ULM will start it off in teal territory.
Yeah, Godfrey did a great job right there. Great return to set the offense up to do something right here.
5:41 to go, and Ricky, you said the Warhawks have to do something here. They've been stopped so many times by this Coastal defense. You can't afford another stop down by 2 scores.
Well, you talk about the offense. It's a double-edged sword, man. You want to come out and go slow, but also if you're down like this, now you have no time on your hands.
Trey Brown, Coastal's leading tackler. 6 solo tackles, 2 for loss.
Can we give him the Himothy Award? He's done an amazing job tonight.
I think that's worthy, certainly. Under center for the first time tonight for ULM. They get the pass off. Herring, the other quarterback, in on this play. It is intercepted by Coastal.
Jones with the big play right there.
Look at this interception.
Avion
Coastal
Jones
Carolina.
somehow stays
First
in
down.
bounds and picks off Hunter Herring. It went Armenta to Herring, right into the hands of Jones.
And you talk about energy right there. Bring your own energy. They are definitely creating their own energy tonight.
That is back-to-back interceptions by the Soul Collectors.
Now let's see if his feet stays in bound right here on this interception.
Right by the sideline, Jones. Wow, he got 1 foot in. Now it's up to the offense to put this game on ice with just 5:35 to go. 2 second-half interceptions. Zamarion Gordon and Avion Jones picking off ULM.
I think that might be top 10 worthy right there. That was an incredible job keeping 1 foot right there in bounds, making that play.
His first career interception. They'll hand it off on the first play. Up the middle, that is Simpkins to the 20. Just keep that ground and pound game going.
Well, you have to right now. The time is on your hand. You got a demanding lead. Just hand the ball off. Burn that clock right there.
Inside, 5 to play. Play clock at 5. Second and short. Handed off once more. Simpkins taken down for a loss.
Flemings right there came out and make the tackle for loss right there.
Noah Flemings, the Warhawks' leading tackler. Hasn't been too big of a factor in this game. That was just his 3rd tackle. 3rd and 4 for the Chants.
Now, if you're the Chants right here on offense, you can take your time.
Jalen John, the running back for Collier. Play clock is down to 4. Collier passing. Collier's pass is dropped. Looking for Bryson Graves. So Coastal punting once again deep in their own territory. This time ULM inside 4 minutes to go. The Chanticleers offensively here in this 4th quarter have not been able to do much at all.
Yeah, and you know, ULM have had opportunities to capitalize off of it. Haven't seen it yet.
In this 4th quarter, Coastal's only mustered up 11 yards of total offense. But they've built that 2-score lead and some comfort. Sebafunde's punt. A fair catch, and it bounces in favor of Coastal and comes to a complete stop at the 33-yard line. So plenty of work for ULM. They trail by 2 scores. Back-to-back passes have been picked off by the Chants. Zamarion Gordon had 1 on 4th down. Avion Jones on the first play for ULM's last drive picked him off by the sideline.
And you most definitely want them to continue to build on that. The Soul Collectors, you don't want to see them right here go 3 and out.
Well, we knew this defense for Coastal Carolina was solid. played really well against South Alabama in the 38-20 Sun Belt opening victory. Old Dominion had 619 total yards against them, but what a way to bounce back in this one.
And you're talking about having your leader in Shane Bruce coming out and doing a great job, playing together, playing very good defense tonight.
They're going to do this punt again, and I couldn't hear the official. Looked like a penalty potentially on Coastal. They're going to move him back. I could not exactly hear what that was, but there was a flag on the play. And so Coastal punting again. Sebafunde is lined up in his own end zone. Back to Godfrey. Low punt this time. Godfrey picks it up at the 49.
Makes a man miss.
He will head to the sideline now, changes directions completely, and is dropped around midfield.
Trying to make something happen right there. You don't want to do too much. Definitely want to be going north-south.
So Warhawks starting in better field position now. Coastal Carolina a chance to start Sun Belt play 2-1. After last weekend was so tough, a blowout loss, which this program is not used to. Coastal's 3 losses have been, it was an illegal shift penalty on the punt, by the way, but Coastal's losses have been very extensive. 3 losses by an average of just under 40 points. But they have certainly made a mark tonight as Armenta goes long. He's looking for Trujillo, backs back up and makes the catch at the 15-yard line.
Great concentration right there, looking that ball in. Now they got to go fast now, try to get in the end zone score.
About a 34-yard completion as ULM moves into the red zone. Little over 3 minutes to go. They're down by 2 scores. Zach Palmer-Smith, the running back for Armenta. Play action. Armenta. It is dropped and incomplete. Looking for Julian Nixon. There is a flag in the defensive secondary.
Nelsville downfield. Offense, number 67. That penalty's declined. Second down.
Another penalty for ULM. They've been penalized 8 times tonight. One more time on the pass to Trujillo that set ULM up in the red zone.
Right here, he does a great job right here, looking it in, securing it and going down. That was a great job right there.
2nd and 10. Armenta heading to the back corner of the end zone for Trujillo. It's incomplete.
I like the refs right there, letting them play it out. That was a great one-on-one battle right there. Adams did a great job breaking it up.
Sets up another 3rd down play for ULM where they have not been successful tonight. Fred Adams on the coverage for Coastal on that last play.
And right here in the red zone on 3rd down, you want to get off the field right here. Well, they've been doing a great job the whole game so far. Got to go get that quarterback. Let's see if Zeke can give us something right here. Zeke Campbell.
Warhawks can't settle for a field goal here. They got to score to stay in this game. Armenta gets the pass off, tipped and incomplete.
What an incredible job by Woods right here, breaking up this pass right here.
It was Woods on the coverage. ULM is going to go for it here on 4th down. Now check out what Woods does to interrupt this pass.
Great job putting his hand right there in that window. That was a great job right there. Great technique.
His 2nd pass breakup tonight. 4th and 10. Last chance really for ULM. Armenta passes to the end zone for Trujillo. It is dropped and incomplete. Fred Adams denies him.
Rules on the field, an incomplete pass. Turnover on downs. First down, Coastal Carolina.
Adams makes 2 plays, 2 deflections in the end zone, and crushes ULM's chances of getting back in this game. Just rips it right out.
That extra effort is what makes that play right there.
So Coastal back on offense. We have the 2-minute timeout. ULM has 2 timeouts of their own, but that was a drive they really needed to get in the end zone, and Coastal says, not going to happen.
The Soul Collectors tonight. Scary hours right here on the surf turf. That was a great job right there. Now, if you're Coastal on offense, all you need to do right now is hand the ball off and sail off into the sunset with a win.
Rain continuing to pour. It has all game. Handoff stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And now if you're ULM on defense, you are trying to script that ball and get it back to the offense.
Coastal rolls this one to another victory. They're 3 victories. They would have had a shutout. They've given up 20 points to South Alabama and just 8 points to ULM. 28 combined points allowed in 3 wins.
And on the outside looking in, you look at this team and you think that they don't have a chance.
2-minute timeout.
But right here, they are setting themselves up right now for an opportunity to do something in the division.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Chanticleer's looking to lock this one up on a rainy surf turf in Conway. Here's what Coastal Carolina has coming up next on their way to a 2-1 Sun Belt record. Rivalry game in Boone against App State next weekend, then a special Thursday game right before Halloween, back home against Marshall, and then another home game at Brooks Stadium against Georgia State the weekend after that. 2 minutes to play. Coastal leading 23-8 over ULM. Collier will rush it on 2nd down. He breaks free and goes the other way and gets up to the 24-yard line, setting up a 3rd and short. ULM will take one of their remaining 2 timeouts to give themselves a little bit of a chance. A minute 50.
Timeout of the half. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Really, Ricky, you just need one more first down here on 3rd down to close out this game.
Yeah, and Coastal now puts itself in the driver's seat to do something in conference play right now.
Moved to 2-1 in 2nd place in the Sun Belt East Division. And he got a game with App State next weekend, a rivalry game. Everybody gets juiced up for that. Tim Beck has never lost to App State in his previous 2 years.
And now they come out of Boone with a win now. Look out. Here comes Coastal.
Yeah, Coastal could be in a pretty good spot, which you think the way this team has lost in blowout fashion has been tough, but then they come back and put together games like this, and it makes you feel good about the program.
Well, we talked to Coach Beck, and the question I asked him, I said, do the guys feel any kind of pressure or sense of urgency? And he said, no. I tell the guys, just make a play, and everything will work itself out.
A promising game, and you could be looking at the start of the Samari Collier era in Conway. 3rd and short. Collier takes it himself, up the middle. Collier for a first down. To the 29-yard line, it'll move the chains. And Coastal Carolina can see that W.
That was a great play call right there. Putting the ball in your quarterback hand, running the ball back to back right there, getting that first down.
No timeout for ULM after that play. Clock at a minute 30. Coastal Carolina will move to 2-1 in conference, 3-3 overall on the season. ULM will drop down to 3-3 and 1-1 in Sun Belt play.
They are putting the Sun Belt on notice. We're coming.
Handoff goes to Jalen John. He will be dropped.
John, the ball carrier.
Now remember, this ULM team held Arkansas State in the Sun Belt opener to just 12 rushing yards. Tonight for Coastal, 286 yards on the ground.
And they come in with this messy weather on the surf turf, and does an incredible job putting up points. Defense does a great job playing and getting off the field on third down. Now here's my question for you, S-Dub. It's scary out. It's Halloween. Where's your costume outfit?
I don't know. I've put a little bit of thought into it. I was thinking David Pumpkins from Saturday Night Live. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but that was kind of what I was thinking. Victory formation.
And right there, folks, that's the best formation you want to see in a football game. Victory on the surf turf tonight.
Chanticleers grab their second Sun Belt win of the season, and it is raining teal tonight. Coastal takes down ULM 23-8, the final in Conway.
And they do it tonight in this messy weather on the surf turf.
What a performance by the Coastal defense. Samari Collier takes the reins, takes control of the offense, and showed some really, really good things. A very encouraging performance for Coastal as they battle, like you say, the elements. ULM's tough run defense, they go right through it, and the Chants move to 2-1 in Sun Belt play, Ricky.
Well, if you're Coastal right now, you got to build on this, use this as momentum as you go into boom. Look out, Sun Belt. Here comes Coastal.
A wet one in Conway favors Coastal. The Chants win 23-8 the final. They are 2-1 in Sun Belt play. Alongside Ricky Sapp, I'm Sam Wiederhaft signing off for our entire ESPN Plus crew. Chanticleers are victors over the Warhawks.